Shut them down. Shut them down. I'm clapping. I am so grateful this morning, and I'm not even like, this is not even an act. This is just the way I feel this morning. Like my mother said, thank God. Let me get myself together. Like my mother said, thank God for Jesus. I am really feeling a certain way today, and it's a positive way. And even though I'm a little tired physically, my soul feels really good. Good morning. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. Well, it's a Wake the F Up Monday. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. I've been saying this for years. The chat room is open, or you can call in. The number's 570-982-6950. If you feel free to donate to the show, there go the Zelle number right there, 570-982-6950. Broadcasting live on all social media platforms. Shout out to our folks over there in YouTube, our folks over there in TikTok, our folks over there in Instagram. We truly appreciate it. And our folks over here on Facebook. Thank you. We truly, truly appreciate you. Before I get into the show, like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Hey, John, what's up, man? Grand Rising Sean. John DeLogan. All right. God bless you. You already know. We appreciate you. Like I said, all social media platforms are feeling good today, and I'm going to get into this show. What else I want to say? Oh, this right. You get a deficit of that morning love. If you're not feeling the love from folks in your household right now, or your co-workers, or whatever you're doing right now, the dog ain't showing no love, whatever's happening, you're going to get it right here from your boy Harvey. So not only is this where you get your morning love, it's the only place on this entire earth for the last 9 years where you get your morning started right. Sister Soldier, I see you. Grand Rising. I appreciate you. Welcome to the show. Before we get into the whole situation, I hope everybody's had a great weekend. I hope you're safe. I hope everything is okay in your household. I hope your utilities are working. And I hope your bills are paid where at least you can sustain your life. What's your average electric bill? Right? What's the average electric bill? Like, how much is that costing you per month? Huh? Remember back in the day, electric bills were light, like $75, $50, $75. Electric bills are over $100 now, right? $100, $200. What's your electric bill? What's the average bill? I think it's like $110, right? Sister Soldier, what's the average electric bill? I think it's $110. We get back into that in a minute. What's those monthly expenses like? You know what I mean? Are they under 2,000? Are they under 1,500? Whatever it is. I hope that you are able, and I pray that you can sustain where you live with the income that you make. Let's get into the show. I want to give a special shout out to everyone who came out over the weekend. We did our monthly comedy show in Allentown. I was able to make the show, and I'll tell you why. We had almost a packed house on Saturday night at Jetport. Special shout out to my sis, my homegirl Sylvia, who is she's not on the podcast, but she's not in the chat room, but she's a huge comedy support of mine. And I was truly blessed and honored for her to have a birthday party at my comedy show, which I'm always grateful for, because folks have many options and they could go any place they want to for their birthday. And she came and she said, Shawn, I'm here every month. I'm going to celebrate my birthday every month. My light is around $60 a month or over. That's good. Mine is about $1. Mine's about $1. And not only did she celebrate her birthday, how much is your utility bills? How much is the electric in your house, guys? Shahi Johnson, what's that electric looking like? Sister Soldier said about $1, about $60. I think I'm around $1. Pay $1 a month for the lights. I think so. They want to try to put me on some program where I pay like $1.50 a month for the remainder, like all year round, whether it's summertime, wintertime, because electricity goes, more uses of electricity in summertime with the air conditioner. I was like, nah, I'm good. And to this young lady, Sylvia, who has celebrated her birthday party with us just the past Saturday over at the Jetport Plus. Not only, and then we do the club is in a hotel, right? And don't you know, my good friend Sylvia brought almost like 30 people in, and half of the people stayed at the hotel. And it was because of her group. Like, we definitely were almost sold out. We only had about a table, maybe 2 tables available. And I want to thank you, Sylvia, for. And she was going, and Naoma Johnson said the same thing. She's like, Shawn, I wanted to put your name and my name on the cake. I said, no. This is your birthday. It's about you, and we're gonna show you some love, which we did. Now, Shaheed Johnson said he pays between $300 to $400 a month just electric. That means he must live in a mansion somewhere, and rightfully so. This is a hardworking man who has done well in his life. That doesn't mean because he pays a $300, $400 electric bill, he's done well in his life. I'm just saying. But it's a strong indicator that things are well over there. Yeah, I pay about, I don't know, between a buck and change. And I'm telling you, the bill is about $1.25 here. It's not, I'm telling you about, that's like the average for the year. Now, Sister Soldier said her bill was $60 a month. Shaheed Johnson said his bill is $300 to $400. See the comparisons of different locations? And when Sylvia came out, man, she's see, Shaheed said he works from home. See, that's a lot of contributing factors right there. So he works from home, his bill's up, and I'm for sure that Shah's probably, when he's doing his taxes and he's doing his business filings, that he's incorporated his bill into his expenses from home. I'm for sure he's doing that. I mean, I won't bet my life on it, but I think he is. So maybe that's the problem. That's the reason why, his bill might be high, Sister Soldier, Shonda, because maybe he's paying, he's working from home. Sean, you see. Oh, I'm sorry. 106. Okay, let me put my glasses on, girl. You might be right. Let me see. John, you seen that wrong. Okay, right. So her bill is about 160. So we're about the same amount. We're about the same amount. I said about $25. I don't know. I gotta look at the bill, but I think my bill is between $1.25, $1.50. I think because the numbers keep going up because they do that automatic payment thing. So a lot of times I'm oblivious to the bill. I gotta take a look at that. To my beloved nephew, what's that average electric bill? Shaheed Johnson said $300 to $400, but he works from home. Sure, he's writing some of that off. Sister Soldier and I are probably compatible, $1.25, $1.60. To my beloved nephew, Lee Scott, what is your average electric bill? Sylvia, thank you so much. Thank you. D-Lo, what's your average electric bill? Shaheed Johnson, $300 to $400, but that's because he works from home. So there's a lot going on there. Sister Soldier and ourselves are running neck to neck, $1.25, $1.60. Princess, what's your average electric bill in the crib? D-Lo, what's that average bill? And the reason why I brought up Saturday because of Sylvia's birthday, who's a supporter of mine that lives out here in PA. While we were doing the show, wait a minute, guys. Wait, guys. My device is low. Speaking of, we had a nice sized crowd. People came out. We had a good time. But the interesting part about this story that I want to talk about, and then we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about this hockey game I went to yesterday with the bonus son, we're going to talk about he had a birthday party, had an 11-year-old birthday party. I'm trying to put a number one chat room if you remember when you had a 10-year birthday party, or put a number one chat room if you remember those sentimental birthday parties when you was a kid, when you was like 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. I had a 10-year birthday party back in the day when I lived on Home Street in Rogers Place. I thought it was nice. Hold on. And then we're gonna talk about the deadbeats. This is what I'm talking about on a Wake the F Up Monday. NBA basketball star Anthony Edwards recently in court said that he would pay for the child. He had a baby. He had a baby by a young lady named what's her name? I gotta get to her name. Just had her name. Her name is what's her name? Aisha. Her name is Aisha. Aisha, whatever. And what did they come to? They said he told the court he has no interest in custody or visitation. Anthony writes in the declaration, Aisha and I have one minor child together. Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves had a baby by a woman by the name Aisha, right? And he said in the court record, in the declaration, he writes, let me tell you what he writes. I got to say this again. He told the court he has no interest in custody or visitation rights, but he just want to pay for the baby. Whoa! But that's make him a deadbeat. Let's see. Let me go back to the lights. My beloved nephew says $250. Wifey works from home. Okay. And we have panels in use. So you see the common denominator? Because the bill is so high, my beloved nephew, Lee Scott, by the way, him and his beautiful wife, remember a couple of years back? Oh, Lee, we'll be back in Texas at the end of the year. Oh, I got to let you know. I'm all over the place. I got to let you know about our new sponsor. And I had the honor and the privilege of meeting my nephew down in Dallas, Texas, when we went down there with Rob Jackson. Matter of fact, Rob Jackson is on the big cruise. I want everybody in the chat room to go come with me on the cruise. That's next. Got plenty of time. That's next August. August the 2nd through the 9th. So here's the common denominator, right? So my beloved nephew, Lee Scott, $250. He got the panels on the roof. His wife works from home. Our beloved Shaheed Johnson, who I seen 2 weeks ago at Comedy in Harlem. Thank you so much for coming out. Right? He said $300 to $400 because he works at home. Sister Soldier, $160. Harvey, $125, $150. What did Princess say? Too damn high because NYCHA neighborhood takes advantage of their no electricity bill advantage. What does that mean? That means that the electricity is in the rent, Princess? And housing? Is that what that means, bro? D-Lo said my daughter light bills be 700 plus. D-Lo. Wait a minute. Did I read that right? My daughter's light bill be 700 plus. D-Lo, tell me that's a typo. Tell me that you meant to say 200. You put the 7 instead of the 2. Please tell me that's a typo. And then at the comedy show, right back to that. I told you my beloved friend Sylvia had the comedy show. And guess what? 2 Babylonians walked in for the show. They had bought the tickets, and there's nothing wrong with that. And these folks sat up in the front right next to me on the side. It was a Babylonian woman and a Babylonian men, and they were pure Babylonians. 100%. Make America great again, Babylonians. Nothing wrong with that. Come in, laugh with us. This is an urban show. It's nothing but black folks and Latinos in here because basically that's what I do. But don't get it twisted. Harvey could do a mainstream show at a drop of a dime. Mainstream meaning white folks. Harvey could do white folks, clean, church, all that. Harvey could do it all. And the Babylonians came in and they sat down, and it was a festive event. My man Todd Lawrence, a new up and coming comedian, is the co-host for me. I want to give him some stage time like folks gave me when I was new. And he did the New Jack segment, and the young lady was talking a little bit. She was talking. I think she was like trying to conversate with the comedian and all that. And I was like in the back selling my fragrances, and I'm like, what's going on? All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. So I get on stage. Remember, Sylvia's there with her whole party, and everybody's there. Shout out to my man Ching Ching Production partner. And I got on stage, and you know me. If you see me on stage, I'm gonna act a fool, and it's just a good time, and it's a nice ride. Princess said he pays between 130 and 150. So I think that's the average. Princess said, let me put the readers back on. Princess said he pays between 130 and $150. I think that's the norm. Well, maybe, I don't know, because Princess, Sister Soldier, Shawn Harvey's paying between $125, $160. Shaheed Johnson is paying $300 to $400 because he works at home. My beloved nephew is paying $250 because his wife works at home and he has the panel. So right now, I think it's neck and neck right now. And then the two Babylonians, they sat right next to me, right? And it's all good. And then she was a little talkative, like I'm doing my jokes and people are feeling what I'm saying and we're having a good time. But I hear her over there talking at me and I had to stop her. And then in the most loving way I can, I shut both of the Babylonians down because my snap game is crazy. And I said to this Babylonian woman, don't get it twisted. I understand that you feel privileged and you was out there a few months ago making America great again, but we allowed you here in our loving sanctuary of urban comedy where you are not entitled like that to yell out at me. We will welcome you in here because 2 and 3 months ago, y'all thought y'all was the shit when you wanted to make America great again. Now you driving your Tesla and you don't have a job because your king fired you. I said that to her in a loving way. And she was like, oh my God. Yes, bitch. Oh my God. You got the right one today. And the husband looked shell-shocked. He was like, oh my God. Yeah, because I understand the entitlement. It comes back, it goes all the way back to the Nordics and the Vikings and the Babylonians, like I said. Because white folks, even if they poor as hell and stupid as hell, they still feel this entitlement. We know this. But not at this comedy show, you won't feel that. You won't do that here. You're not gonna sit in the front and just yell out at me without me tearing your ass up in a loving way. Because I don't make it in an uncomfortable way where the crowd feels weird because the crowd is with me. And of course, before I call up the first comedian, they got up and left. But I had a good time. I had a good time snapping on them, and I meant every word of it. You was running around on January 6th, running up state capitals, and now you coming into the club with black folks thinking you could run up those the state capitol and the U.S. Congress, whatever building that is, but you can't do that here. What she said, during the summertime here in North Carolina, hurricane season, it's way higher. Okay. Welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, wake up team with the rest of the others. SennyJ and Miss Miko. Senny apologized, couldn't do the show today. Is Anthony is a father a deadbeat? Are you see the word deadbeat dad is very negative, right? It's very negative. It sends the wrong message. So deadbeat. So you do the word. Are they two words combined in one? Two words that make one, or is deadbeat one word? But is a dad a deadbeat or mom? Do they call it deadbeat moms? Put it up in the chat room if you ever heard the terminology deadbeat mom. Anthony Edwards told, okay, so this is what he wrote in the court. He wrote a declaration. He wrote a he like the Declarations of Independence. Like, look, what is that? This is what he writes. He told the courts he has no interest in custody or visitation. Anthony wrote in the declaration that him and the baby mother, Aisha, has one minor child and he's not paying. Mrs. MG, good morning. How much is your average electric bill? Harvey's about $1.25, $1.50. Same for Sister Soldier. Same for Princess Cocknell Paul's Black Heart. And D-Lo said her daughter's $700. We need D-Lo. We need answers. Why is your daughter's bill $700? I mean, that's a lot. D-Lo, please. And shout out to D-Lo's brother. D-Lo, what's your brother's name again? I keep thinking about this guy. We had so much fun at the comedy show. Are you considered a deadbeat dad if you don't want to see the child? You don't want to see the child. You don't want nothing to do with the child, but you pay the bills. Anthony Edwards is a let's see how much this guy's worth. Anthony Edwards' salary. Anthony Edwards, if you don't know, is a professional basketball player, rising star, all-star, an all-star basketball player for the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? Anthony Edwards' salary with the Minnesota Timberwolves for 2024 and 2025 is $48 million as part of a 5-year contract. Okay. He has a 5-year contract. The contract is $244 million for 5 years. $244 million for 5 years. Marlene Williams, what's your average electric bill? Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. I need to see those hearts in the chat room. And his yearly basketball salary is $48,924,600. $924. $48 million a year. Out of a 5-year contract that's worth $244 million. I might want to have a baby by this dude. Oh my God. And he stepped up and Princess, he said, all right, the baby's mine. We all good. I don't want to visit the baby. I don't want nothing to do with the baby, but I'm going to pay for the baby. Is he right? Guys, is he right or wrong? Does that consider him a deadbeat dad? Because let's get the definition of deadbeat dad. What's a deadbeat dad? Marlene said her bill is $200 to $250. Are you working? Marlene, is this also work related? Or this is just your personal bill at home? Because Lee Scott, our beloved nephew in the chat room, said his bill was $250. $250. But his wife worked from home and he got the panels on the house. Shaheed Johnson said $300 to $400 because he works at home. Your bill is $200 to $250. And thank you for your transparency. But is this just for your uses for your personal, or is there some business tied into this? Princess says he's going to regret that. He's young. You mean Anthony Edwards is young or the baby's young? Well, the baby is young. I'm assuming you mean Anthony Edwards is going to regret that. He's dead wrong. It takes two to make a baby. That's what D-Lo said. D-Lo, thanks for your revelation. We just found out, guys, that it takes two to make a baby. Give D-Lo Mathis a round of applause because she just dropped some jewels on us. May I repeat what she just wrote? In quotation, she writes, he's dead wrong. It takes two to make a baby. It takes two to make things go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. I'm going to rock right now. I'm a bass and I'm hanging to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock a microphone. Y'all remember that? I'm going to rock right now. My bass that I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock a microphone. I get, oh! D-Lo Mathis just dropped two just because it took two to make a baby. D-Lo, he's saying he's paying for the baby. He don't want to see the babies like Danielle Williams would say, but unfortunately, she's back at work every day. And Vanetta George, they're not in the chat room because for 5 years they've been home and they got to go back to work. And man, we miss those guys. Let's put some prayer emojis in the chat room right now for Vanetta George and Danielle Williams, who's out there commuting. It takes two to make things go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. I'll give you guys a prize if you tell me right now. I might give you a prize. I might. That's it. I might. If you tell me what year that song came out without Google searching it. Of course, it takes two to make a baby. You're absolutely right. Thank you, D-Lo. But my whole thing is this. He's saying straight up, he don't want nothing to do with the baby. Princess says he's doing that because he's young. Maybe a lot of ego. And I kind of agree with Princess in that. Maybe he's young. He's so young. But the man makes $48 million. 48. Princess said 1988. It takes two to make things go right. And Rob Bass is still out there working. It takes two to make it out of sight. I want to rock right now. Play that song. Rob Bass, it takes two. Play that. Play that. Yo, this is what Anthony Edwards said in court to his baby mother, Aisha. Hold on. Sister Soldier said that song came out in 1982. No, D-Lo. I don't remember. I remember. I don't think it's 1982. I think Princess might be right. Let's go on Google search and look. Yeah, 88, 89. Let's all right. Your Google search and see what year it actually came out. I don't think it was 82 because I remember. I think I was with my ex-wife. May she rest in peace. We were together, and that was 88, 89. I don't think was my son. I think my son was born. I don't think so. Wait, this is what Anthony Edwards was saying. Hey, come on, y'all. It takes two to make it out of sight. Oh, shit. The next things go right. D-Lo, you right. It takes two to make it out of sight. Hey, come on. I'm my place that came to get down. Oh, shit. No, to rock microphone. Being outrageous. He says, stay away from me if you can. But does that make him a deadbeat dad? What's the definition of deadbeat dad? Usually it's the father that's not around, doesn't visit the kid, and doesn't help the kid financially. And he just moved on, and the child is just not even important to this person, and they don't give a damn. Would that be like a urban definition of deadbeat dad? They wasn't rapping like what Prince say? Wait. Right. They wasn't rapping like that in 82. Come on, man. Right. In 82, they was still 82 was the last few years of the yes, y'all, to the world. And then it was more KRS-One is kind of, let's play some KRS-One. That was kind of KR, like philosophy, like KRS-One came out then. KRS-One, my philosophy. I think in 82, no, 82. No, 82. They was still, yes, y'all, to the bar. Shout out to my man Ching Ching Production in the chat room, man. We did it. We did it on Saturday. Shout out to Sylvia, who came out and celebrated her birthday. Shout out to you, Ching Ching Production, my partner in crime. Look, I got my cup. It says world's best bonus dad. You see this shit? My wife got discovery. World's best bonus. I'm a bonus dad, motherfuckers. No. I think they was still yes, y'all in it. I think they was yes, y'all in it in 82. I think very deeply. This is like 88 too, I think, right? 86, 87. I think very deeply. I think very deeply. All right. We said in about 4 seconds, the teacher's about to speak. Are you considered, is Anthony Edwards considered a deadbeat dad when he said publicly he doesn't want nothing to do with the baby. He doesn't want to visit the baby, but he's paying for the baby. His contract is $244 million for 5 years, and his average yearly salary is $48 million. God damn. With that type of baby, I don't want to see, with that type of money, I don't want to see the baby either. I'll just make a new baby. Rap music did not start in 1979. No. Sister Soldier, I love you to death. Rap music starting. They came out with rap albums in 79. You came. Yeah, they came out with Super Rap and Grandmaster Flash. They came out with they came out with. They came out with this is 79. This is 79. The house was bigger than the bass was shaking and it won't be long today. Everybody knowing that what's on the beat, what's going on. You could call in all you want to, sis. The number is 570-982-6950. Rap did not start in 79. It started before that. I used to go over there at 68 Park or 77. Now, this was rap when it started back in the 70s. MCs, this jockeys, y'all, fly kids and young ladies. Introducing the crew, you gotta see the beat. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, MCs now. In the rock so well, not Mr. Ness because I rock so bad. So Raheem. That album came out in 79, but they was rapping that in the 70s, like 77. So rap probably came out in about 70. Like rap groups like we know them, like the Cold Crush Brothers and all these guys. That might have been 70. You're close though. You're close. I think the rappers came out in 77. 70, like when rap started, 74, like when they did that whole thing with Kool Herc. Rap albums dropped like in 70, 79, 70. Yeah, I could work with you on that. You call it if you want. But doing routines out in the street, before the albums came out, they was doing that. And you 61, then if you 61, and God bless you, Sister Soldier, you are a beautiful woman for 61. But if it was 61, you would know that down there in the Bronx, Boston Road, 168, my sister used to live right across the street. They used to do jams there, 77. That was before the albums came out. Raheem, and on the ladies' jeans, and I'm cowboy to make you jump for joy. Creole, solid gold, the King Creole. Big Tits with the Furious 5+ Grandmaster Blast, giving you a blast of short enough blast. Wow! Giving you a blast of short not last. Is Anthony Edwards a deadbeat dad, though? Is Anthony Edwards a deadbeat dad? The Godfather Solo, God bless you. Is Anthony Edwards a deadbeat dad at $48 million per year with a 5-year contract of $244 million? Let's slash all that salary in half for taxes and all that. So say he comes home with $24 million a year, and say his overall 5-year contract is $190 something million. Is he still a deadbeat dad because he don't want to see the child, visit the child? He don't want nothing to do with this child, but he's paying for the child. I think it's a come up. What Marlene's saying, God bless you. I'm 69. Bismarck, he came out around that time with the Fat Boys. Nope. Marlene, God bless you, and being 69 years old. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. Everybody, let's put the hearts in the chat room for Marlene. She's 69 years old, and God bless her. But that's not correct. Bismarck, yeah, he was out, no doubt. But we going back before Bismarck. We're going back before that. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you believe that Anthony Edwards is a deadbeat dad. Put a number 2 in the chat room if he's not. Because you have deadbeat dads out here that don't pay no money, don't see the child, don't have nothing to do with it, period. Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves is saying, I'm going to take care of the child, but I don't want to see this little neighbor. Ching Ching Productions from the Bronx, New York. In the 70s, I remember Disco King Mario doing, hold on, wait, hold on. Let's go back to Ching because the whole thing popped up. Wait, whoa. Wait, okay. Wait, what he said? Ching Ching Production. In the 70s, I remember Disco King Mario doing block parties in Bronxdale projects by the Hamburg Coast. Now, Marlene, Ching Ching Productions, that's my guy. I think he might be a little more qualified in hip hop history than you are, man. And God bless you. Because he was there in the Bronx. See, a lot of folks don't know Disco King Mario. Okay, I'm just saying, like, this is one of those real underground pioneer kind of a guys. So when you throw out Biz Markie, no disrespect to the Biz, I knew Biz. He'd come to the comedy shows. May he rest in peace. And you throw out Fat Boys and all these others, there was another layer of hip hop pioneers before those guys. And Disco King Mario was one. I'm just saying, just one. The Zulu Nation was down there, right? He talked about Bronxdale. King could tell you right now, right on the other side of town was the Bronx River, real close where they had the Zulu Nation was over there. Africa Bambaataa that like to do the touchy touch. That's why they excluded him from last year's 50th anniversary of hip hop because he liked to touch the little Latinos. So LL Cool J and all the hierarchy of hip hop excluded Africa Bambaataa. Remember Africa Bambaataa? What was the name of that song? Africa Bambaataa. Planet Rock. Planet Rock. Africa Bambaataa. Remember that song?
Planet Rock, Africa Bambaataa.
And remember the Soul Sonic Force, Cosmic Force MCs. I don't want to go into the whole hip hop history and the Jazzy Five and all of those. Those were groups with Red Alert, which is my man Red Alert. Remember DJ Red Alert, who's still DJing at 92 years old, and God bless him. He was part of that crew, and Bambaataa and Jazzy J, the old school Jazzy. Those guys were out there in the 76, 77. Remember that? And then this came out. Remember this? Tracy, you remember this? Marlene, you remember this? Remember this? It's about to see. Let your body scream, socialize, get down, let your soul lead the way and get down. Go, ladies. It's a living dream. Love like this. Went to a hockey game yesterday. Oh, wait, what is Princess saying? Red Alert still spinning on WBLS every day. I didn't even know that. I did not know that. I went to a hockey game yesterday with the bonus son. It was his birthday. We went to see the Lehigh Valley Phantoms and the Wilkes-Barre Penguins. Wilkes-Barre Penguins is a affiliation of the Pittsburgh Penguins, the hockey team in the NHL, and the Lehigh Phantoms is affiliated with the Philadelphia Flyers. And when I tell you I was in there and it was a Babylonian convention, it was nothing but Babylonians in there. And my wife and I and the bonus son was there. We was having a good time. But it's weird. You ever been around a lot of white folks, but then you see some black people, and then you give them the nod? Put a number one chat room. If you ever been around a tremendous amount of Vikings and Babylonians and Nordics, but in the sea of the Babylonian, I like that. In the sea of the Babylonian, you see black folk. And when you see black, for some reason, instinctively, good morning to my beloved niece, Shannon Berry, instinctively, black folks always give other black folks a nod when we're in the sea of the Babylonian. And that happened yesterday. And we had good seats. Shout out to my wife, man. We were sitting behind the bench with the coach. We were on the screen and we were doing all this. And you know, on the big screen in the arena, and they pan out to the crowd and you doing all of this, and they had my old ass like, yeah. Then I asked my wife, I go, you want something to drink? Because we didn't eat or nothing to drink. Because we know we had a birthday party here for the bonus son, our son. And we had tons of food and pizza and all that. So we went to the game. We was even hungry. But during the game, between the second intermission, the second quarter and third quarter, I look at my wife, I go, you want something? She goes, yeah, I'm thirsty. I said, yeah, me too. Because we sat there for 2 quarters watching a hockey game, nothing to drink. So I went and got some sugary soda. I drink soda on the weekend. And when I got out of the seat, and then I walked over there to the, I guess the lobby area, or the area where, they have the concession stand at the arenas. Boy, I was around a lot of Babylonians. And in the sea of Babylonian, it was like Moses has parted the sea. And as I was walking to get the store, matter of fact, I had to use the bathroom. And when I was walking to the bathroom, I saw a family of 4 African Americans. I saw the wife, the husband, and the 2 babies. And when I tell you, as they were walking towards me, we black folks, for some reason, we lock in. We don't have to know each other. We ain't got to say hello to each other. But when we're in the Sea of the Babylonian, for some reason, had that ever happened to you? We locked in from about maybe 50 feet. We walking towards each other and we locked in. And when we locked in, it was just this look of, for some reason, it was a look of just like, we here. And as we got closer to each other, as we were going into the crossroads and we met, guess what happened? We gave ourselves the nod. Put in the one chat room if you did this. We gave each other the nod. And then guess what happened, Doc? So then I go to the bathroom, and nod at them. I come back to get the soda. You're not going to believe this. I saw 3 other black folks. But this time, we said hello to each other. We were like, hey. Have you ever been in the Sea of the Babylonian and you saw black folks and we gave that nod for some kind of positive affirmation kind of nod that we see you, we here. And then guess what? At the hockey game last night, there were 2 players on the Phantoms, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, which is a minor league team for the Philadelphia 76ers. And one black guy, there was a black guy on the upper team, the Wilkes-Barre Pirates. There were 3 black guys on the ice. And don't you know, one of the black guys, I'm going to research this dude, his last name was Smith. He scored a goal. The Phantoms lost the game last night. But you know, I started acting like a fool when the black guy scored the goal. I got up, I said, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, nephew. Nephew! It's my little nephew. God bless. Oh, God. And my wife is half Babylonian, half Latino and all that. She's like, oh, my God. But she's urban. She's an urban woman. She's like, oh, my God. I was like, you see my nephew out there? She looked, she go, he black? She go. And when he scored that goal, I started acting up. To my beloved niece, Shannon Berry in the chat room, Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves basketball player who's a superstar in NBA basketball, who makes $48 million a year. His contract is for 5 years for $244 million. He refuses to see the child. He had a baby by a young lady by the name of Aisha, and he doesn't want nothing to do with the kid, and he don't want nothing, but he's going to pay. He's going to pay for the child, but does that make him a deadbeat dad? What do you mean? The Sixers, you're mixing sports. Okay, my fault. Bernadette Chisholms, what's going on? Bernadette, listen, I'm glad you're in the chat room. I know you purchased the tickets 2 weeks ago from Melvin for the chat room. I mean, from the party promoter, Melvin, who we all love, and the show had sold out. And I truly apologize for you. And I know he immediately sent you back your money. And Bernadette, I just want to say thank you so much for your consideration and supporting what I do throughout the years. And thank you. But Bernadette, I'm going to give you plenty of time, and you could deal with me. You could deal with, you could also deal with, wait a minute, what's going on? You could also deal with Melvin. But guys, like I said, like I announced last week, I had the date, like I said last week, I had the date by Friday. We're bringing the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team back to Comedy in Harlem in the next 90 days. On a Saturday in the afternoon, we're doing the live podcast. SennyJ, Miss Miko, and myself. We're doing a brunch kind of event. We're gonna do a day party, and we're gonna do the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team live, like we've done before. And every time we've done it, we've sold out the place, and we want your continuous support. I had the date on Friday, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show for you. We're gonna do a little comedy, just a little comedy, but this is more focused on the podcast. We're gonna do like an hour podcast, and then we're gonna party, and we're gonna have a Q&A, and it's gonna be a turned up party kind of fellowship kind of atmosphere. And we want y'all all to come on out. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have some intelligent conversation. We're gonna get our laugh on, of course. We're gonna act silly. We're gonna party. We're gonna dress up. Okay? Princess will be in the building. Roma Johnson be in the building. I don't care what they're doing. I need all your folks in the building. So Bernadette, please, when I get the flyer, I'm gonna reach out to you first. I want you to bring your whole crew out, and we're gonna do this whole makeup situation where now you get the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team live podcast in person. A little bit of comedy, a little bit of party. I also got an R&B singer coming, and we're gonna do it up. Let's get dressed up. Let's have an afternoon of getting our morning started right. So I appreciate all of y'all. I need y'all in the building. It's gonna be about 90 days from now. It's plenty of time. I'm waiting for Jamie to give me the date. I got to secure everything with the owner and the ownership of the club. And every time we've had a Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team event, it's been a success, and I don't see nothing less than a success this time. And I want y'all to all come out, and I appreciate y'all. And it will be at Comedy in Harlem. 750-A St. Nicholas Avenue on the corner of 147th Street in Harlem, USA. Comedy in Harlem. And when the brother scored the goal, I felt a sense of pride. I don't, you know why. And wait until, because these were Black folks. These were young Black men. It's a difference. They weren't Canadian Black, because a lot of Canadians play hockey. No, Princess, you're not going to be in the back, bro. You're going to be right. Guys, Roma Johnson will tell you, Shaheed Johnson, Shaheed wasn't there. Shaheed was there Friday. Roma Johnson, a few others will tell you, Princess was a part of the show 2 weeks ago. Princess was right up there, right in front of us, right there. He's in all the pictures. He's everything. Talent talk. Princess right there. So, Princess, I think you might need to scoot up in the front with us as well on that particular day. I know Princess walked in. Princess rolled in. And I know, and we already had the space situated for him. He didn't even know it. Because I said to Nikki Sunshine, I said, my man coming. And I also said, I looked at the chart, and I knew that Roma was sitting over there with her group on the right side of the stage, what I thought was a great seat for them. Because I wanted to honor her, because she wanted to celebrate her birthday, and she came all the way down. If y'all know, she lives upstate in New York. So I wanted to make sure she was as comfortable as possible. So then Nikki she looks at the list, and she's like, Princess. She sees Princess, right? And she sees the chair. So she goes, well, Shawn, what we gonna do? I said, right there next to Roma, right there. I think, and Dara Jackson was there. So I thought in my head, it made sense that Roma, and Princess were right there, because I knew LaShawn Oliver and all of them were in the back. And the optics of it was beautiful to see them sitting there right next to Princess was really close to the stage, and Roma was behind him, and Dara was. I thought in my head it was a perfect situation that they came out to represent my birthday, and they were all sitting right there. So Princess, to swing back, hell no. You right there close to us. And my niece and my mom's and them was on the left side. I thought those were good seats for them because it was more of them. So and then my daughter and all the cousin-in-laws and all of they were on that side, and I appreciate you. And I'm still think about a couple of weeks ago, and it touches my heart, and I truly appreciate y'all. All right, before I get out of here, I want to see the hearts in the chat room right now. Where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turn down for what? We're gonna sing our anthems, all the things that we used to do a few years back on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. We bringing all that back live and in person, and we truly, if you can, y'all come on out. I'll have the date by Friday, and I'll start promoting next week. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. I need to see the hearts in the chat room. And I spoke to Cindy about it on Friday, and she is so excited about this. Because Cindy lost a tremendous amount of weight, so she wanted to show. So when y'all see Cindy a few months from now, don't look out and go, oh my God. Like, don't do that. Don't do that to Cindy. Because Cindy lost half her body, and she's proud of that. And the thing about having this live event at the Comedy Harlem, it sustains this show. This show is makes money through merchandise, and some of the social media outlets pay us a few dollars. And now we're getting back into the live appearances, and we would like to take the show throughout a few cities in the region. And this is one of the ways where it sustains the show. So when you pay for a ticket, what it does is it keeps us going each and every day. And once we start making enough money, we could go back to where we used to do it, where it was Monday through Friday. We could do a couple of hours in the day and bring back that good feeling that we used to have back in the day. And that's my objective with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Now, before I get out of here, I still put a number one in the chat room. If you think Anthony Edwards is a deadbeat dad because he doesn't want to see the child, he doesn't want to visit, he doesn't want that, but he's paying for the child. Is he considered a deadbeat child? Put a number two if no. Like he's like, all right, he's doing his job, he's paying for the baby, and that's it. Number one, a deadbeat dad, if you think that even though he's paying for the child and he doesn't want to see the child, does that make him a deadbeat dad? Or two, he's just not doing nothing for the child? It's a tough one. Oh, wait, what my nephew said? Oh, let me see what my nephew said. I think he's a dumbass. Yeah, man. I'm going to have to agree with my nephew on this one. I do agree. I agree with my nephew, and I also agree with Prentice. And I'm gonna agree with Marlene. This is not good, bro. To say publicly that you don't want nothing to do with this child, I'll pay for the child, and I'm gonna move on. It's very hurtful, especially if a man you have the means. Bro. You make $48 million a year. Take half of that money. That's $24 million. You still make $24 million a year. All right, you're going to give the baby $1 million or whatever. There you go. $2 million. The baby's going to be well taken care of. But for you to say publicly that you don't, private is one thing. I don't want to deal with the child. Okay, that's private. Publicly, that's going to damage. That's going to be a lot for the relationship moving forward, I think. And the child gets older, because time flies, and we all know this in this room. That's one thing, folks in this chat room, we know, because we're all older. We know how fast time travels, and these kids get older quick. Next thing you know, you're talking about that child you don't want to see, you don't want to deal with. I get it, and you just want to pay. I understand that. But man, when that child is 15 years old, 11, 12, when them kids start having some sense when they like 8 years old. And when that child finds out publicly that you didn't want nothing to do with a period, that's going to be detrimental to your relationship with the child, to the relationship with the child. That's just my take on it. So I think he might. Yeah, I do agree with my niece said. He may regret. He may regret this later on his deathbed. I agree with that. It's one thing to be a piece of shit and not make it public. That's one thing. But to make it public is another thing. That's the problem here. This is well documented. You could Google search it. It's public. It made national news. And bro, I know Princess is right. I know you feeling yourself because you're young and you getting this money and you feel invincible. I get it. But does it send the right message? Because you have the means, bro. Some folks don't have the means. Some deadbeat dads don't have the means. They make minimum money. They in another relationship. Everything was just done wrong. And that might be some of the contributing factors of being a deadbeat. I get that. But sir, you got the means. You got the paper. You don't even have to say that publicly. Even if that's the way you feel, you don't even have to say that publicly. Everybody, Danielle Williams is in the chat. I was just getting ready to get out of here. Danielle Williams and Vanetta George are going to work every day. Let's put the prayer emojis in for Danielle Williams and Vanetta George, guys, because they got to go back to work. She writes, "Good morning, chatties. Have a great Monday." Let's put in the prayer emojis for Danielle Williams. We truly appreciate you in the chat room, and Vanetta George, and God bless. All right. We are out of here. We truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Cindy and Miss Miko. Miss Miko's on vacation. You already know her and her husband. I think they arrived back home today. Her and her husband, it was her husband's birthday. Our beloved Mike Dixon, who we love to death. She took him away for his birthday. They're supposed to be back today. Cindy wasn't able to do the show today. It's all good. We'll all be back on Thursday. So listen, I truly appreciate y'all. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. Wake the F up Monday. Total success today. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed this show today. Put a number 2 if you did. It's your boy Harvey. I love you all to death. Y'all be careful out there. And I see y'all on Thursday. Toxic Talk Thursday. Feel Good Friday. So how the show works, you know what it is. It's Wake the F Up Monday, Toxic Talk Thursday, Feel Good Friday. And down the road, my commitment in my head is to bring the show back to its regularly organic self. We used to do the show Monday through Friday. And how does that work? By us doing these live performances and putting in that work for this show and charging folks for it. And we truly appreciate you. Because remember, I took down the what was that thing that we had? What was the pay service? I forgot the what was that thing? The subscription thing. We took that down, and we're back to our Patreon, right? Patreon. We took that down, and we truly appreciate all you guys' support. So check us out. Have a good day. God bless y'all. Put number 1 chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't, and God bless. And we truly appreciate you. Everybody there go, wait, Sister Soja said, I know I'm happy you're back. You won't hear any more complaints from me. Right. Sister Soja, thank you so much for your honesty. We appreciate you. All right, we're out of here. We see you guys. God bless you. Y'all be careful. We see you guys Thursday, and we're out. Thank you.